Hello and welcome to my channel. I just want to recap what I spoke about in my last two videos about my bioidentical or perimenopausal journey. The reason I want to recap is that I dive deeply into something when I'm interested in a topic and I start to research it. So at the moment, I'm diving deeply into the world of menopause, perimenopause, and I'm doing a lot of reading and a lot of YouTube video watching. And I'm currently watching a lot of Menopause Barbie's videos. She's a retired gynecologist and has a lot of information out there. I do urge you to check her out. So basically, what's driven me to this point is for the last sort of year or two, I've been having not consistent, but enough consistency night sweats around that time of my monthly cycle. So sort of around or before my period. And I've just noticed my body more somehow. I don't really have the words, but I've noticed that there's shifts and changes around my cycle. So breast tenderness, my periods, I can feel my veins throbbing, night sweats. I think maybe some moodiness and fluctuation as well. We all know that things change as we age. So I am now 41 going on to 42. And I do know that perimenopause is in the range of between 40 and 50. So I knew some things were coming along. And what I'm learning now, because I actually didn't know anything about menopause or perimenopause, I just heard that things will change for 10 years and then you hit menopause. What the changes were, what caused them, I had no idea. Now what I'm learning is that typically or traditionally, your progesterone is the one that drops first out of your sort of three hormones. There's testosterone that women have, which is a slow decline. There's progesterone, which typically should drop first, and then estrogen also drops. And menopause itself, that state is classified as estrogen deficiency, or when your estrogen is so low that you stop having your periods. So that is basically what I'm learning. These are the three sort of main perimenopausal hormones. I had some tests done. I didn't have my progesterone tested by the doctor that I went to see, so we're going to do that next time, and I will definitely update you guys. My testosterone tested very low. The range is somewhere sitting around 2. Mine was 0.3. My estradiol is the one that they test. There's 3 estrogen hormones, but the estradiol is the one that they look at for menopause and perimenopause. That one was low. Also, it does fluctuate throughout your cycle. I tested sort of day 2 or 3 of my cycle, and my FSH, follicle stimulating hormone, was normal or high. So the doctor seemed confused, and I think it's because my estrogen may be either too low for my age or too low for where it was in my cycle. I'm not too sure. I would have to ask and clarify, but he wants to retest. So he's not going to put me on any estrogen just yet. He says because it hasn't dropped to below the threshold. I'm not in menopause. But I need to clarify whether it may be beneficial to just boost it for now to where it should be. We haven't tested my progesterone, so we want to do that as well. And we tested thyroid as well. My T4 was low. I've been doing a little bit of research. Now let's talk about thyroid hormones. And I follow more of a low-carb diet. And from what I understand and all the reading I've done, thyroid can slow down or seem sluggish when one is on a low-carb diet or one is dieting and losing weight. From what I understand from my reading and research, I would be keen to hear feedback from anyone that has any information. Is that a sluggish thyroid, or not a sluggish, is that the thyroid puts out less hormone when the body is sensitive to that hormone. So for example, my insulin, when I tested it about 4 years ago, was low, my fasting insulin. I think it was 2, and the range is from like 2 to 10, I think, the normal range. So I was on the very, very low end of normal, like the lowest. But I didn't see a problem with that. I feel healthy. I was training. I was fit. Even back then, my T3 was low. I did nothing about it. I've carried on. I have none of the symptoms of low thyroid. Like I don't have hair loss, dry skin. I have some afternoon fatigue, but that could just be because I have low testosterone, or it could be other hormones that are out of whack, or my estrogen dipping. Also, I do exercise quite hard. I'm busy, and I have been under stress for the last 2 years. I've been through a stressful life change. So there's many things to consider. I guess my main point for this video is to say, educate yourself like I am. I'm very, very happy to share all the info that I'm gaining and share it here with you. So educate yourself on whatever it is you're going through. Read up about it. And don't just take a pill. I'm happy to take stuff if it will help. But I want to discuss things with the doctor, and I want to know what's going on with my body. And so I thought I would share what I'm learning with all of you, so that you can also share with me if you have any insight, and maybe what I've gone through, what I'm learning, or what I know now will help you. If you are hitting the age of 40, if you're going through perimenopause, if you're not sure if you're in perimenopause, it might help to just have somebody like me explain what I'm going through, and we can chat and see. Bye.